In essence, the O.J. Simpson got framed conspiracy is the idea that the infamous accusation of him murdering both his wife and her friend Ronald Goldman was nothing but a frame job orchestrated by select officers in the LAPD ranks that held racial prejudice against O.J. Simpson. More often than not, in just about any conspiratorial debate, there are two different viewpoints that people tend to fall in the way of thinking, one being the quote-unquote rational or mainstream view, and the other being the conspiratorial view. This case is no different. Like many conspiracy theories, this one strikes a lot of debate with people over the age of 45, and generally they take one of two stances on the matter. A, that there was in fact racial prejudice towards O.J. Simpson, and thus officers in the LAPD decided to pin the murder of his wife and her friend on him, or B, that the entire idea that O.J. might have been framed for this murder is both foolish and bordering on idiotic. In this instance, it is very important to consider both sides. Though I believe there is absolutely no way O.J. Simpson was actually framed by the LAPD, I still went out and I did some research, and it seemed that the racial prejudice leading to the LAPD framing O.J. claim seemed to be the most popular one. And though this is completely plausible, if not likely, for the 90s with the whole racism thing, to be completely honest, for me, it's just not enough evidence, especially when there's so much factual evidence that proves that O.J. was not only on the scene of the crime, but also very likely the man that committed those murders. To wrap this up, I will now dissect a quote from one of my favorite Quora users. And this quote from this lovely Quora user, Barbara Lermer, comes all the way from the beautiful city of Chicago. And now I'm going to paraphrase this a little bit here, because she did write about 16,000 words here, but at least she's passionate. She opens it by saying, "That's even more absurd than the general police framed O.J. theory that some naive fools still believe." She continues by saying, "There are so many reasons why this theory is ludicrous and insanely far-fetched. I don't have time nor interest to list them here. To go from a whole written theory to the extreme twist of saying the police committed the murders as a part of a conspiracy to frame O.J. Simpson is way, way out there." I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, lines up perfectly with my opinion. Barbara seems to be an expert. The evidence is conclusive. What's up, y'all? I'm coming at you from my bed. Hopefully that ending was conclusive enough. That's why I'm making this, because I'm kind of scared that I was joking around too much. But yeah, basically my take is that O.J. Simpson could not have been framed due to various different sources that I found, and the LAPD would have no use in framing him, and if they were to have framed him, they would have found out. So I think it's bogus, and I also think that it's bogus that he got away, but he's dead now, so